Okay, this is 2017 Ordinary Level Section B, Question 4. Now, the figure shows the elevation and plan of a four-wheel drive logo. The grid in elevation is made up of 15mm squares, and the thickness in plan is 10mm. Draw one of the following views. A, an isometric view of the logo, or B, an oblique view of the logo. Now, I am going to do both A and B for the purpose of demonstrating it to you. Please note that for your homework, you only have to do one. So you do. In your exam, you only have to do one. I'm doing the two to show you the differences between them. Now, if you want to see what the finished, solution would look like, I would skip to the end of the video and see what they look like as they're done, or skip to the end of the first part that I've done and have a look at what it looks like, and then the end one. Just note, students often think that they have to reproduce the elevation in plan. They don't have to do that. They have to produce the letters in 3 dimensions. Alright, so I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to get started. Now, so I'm going to start on part A, an isometric view of the logo. So I'm drawing a line at 30 degrees, and I'm going to mark 240 along it. Let's move the camera. So I'm going to move the book out of the way there so I have a bit of room. So we're going to mark 240 along this line. Okay, now we're going to measure 30 degrees, or we're going to draw 30 degrees to the left, a light line, and it's going to be 10 because the thickness is 10. Now the height of the letters is 105, so I'm going to draw a vertical line that's 105, and I can draw a vertical line here, and I can mark 105 on it. So I can do that by just, if I draw 30 degrees to the left, it'll make this line 105. Now I'm going to draw a 30 degree line, the top right, straight up here, and continue that. Now I can do the same here from the left. 30 degree line. Okay, to the top right. And now from this corner, I'm going to go the other way at 30 degrees. Now, okay, each line along here, 30, 45, 60, 75, again 90, 105, 120, 135, 150, 165, 180, 185, 21, 210 rather, 225, and 240. It's important to make sure they're every 15. That's commonly where students are going to go wrong. So now every 15 going upwards. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, and then 105 done there. Now we're going to draw vertical lines from each of the points. Now I'm drawing 30-degree lines from each of the points going upwards. Okay, so there's our grid done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to plant the numbers onto it. Okay, the numbers. So I'm going to do the letter 4 first. And we can see up to, okay, start there, so heavy to here. Then up 3 over 3. Okay, over 1. Down 1. Now, there for the number 4, 1 over in the middle. Connect these together. And up 2 there. Then we can heavy this in. Now, okay, we're going to move on to the W then. So straight over, straight line down. Okay, for 2, 4, 5. Okay, now, then there's over 2. So I'm going to deal with this sloped line here. Look, it's over 2, and then at the bottom it's over 1, and we're going to join them together. So I'm going to lightly join them together. Okay, now look at this sloped line. This is over 3, and it joins to this point. So I'm going to go over 3 from the start of the W. I'm going to join them together, and here's where the cross is going to be heavy detail for the W. So it's about joining the light lines and find out where they intersect. Okay, and then we're going to heavy over 2 at the bottom. Now notice this slope here. Look, we're going over 2, 4, 5 from the start of the W. So 2, 4, 5. Okay, 2, 4, 5, and we're going to join it to 2 over at the 2 over from the bottom of the W. So over 2. So we're going to join them together lightly, and then see where it crosses. Okay, 1 square over the vertical line where it crosses is where we start heavying. So we go over 1 there, and that's okay. Sorry, what was I on about there? Starting heavying. Yeah, we can heavy here now. Okay, and then we can heavy down. So now we have those two lines. This goes over 2. So I can go over 2 there and heavy. Now for this slope line, we're going over 2 along here. So that point is this one there, and we're going down over 1 from the slope or the vertical line there, and we're going to join them together. Okay, so that's that line there. Now I want to get this one, so I have to head over a further 1 and then go back 1 here. So look, I'm going to go over 1 and back 1, so this is where we join. Here. And we can heavy them together. So that's the start, the D. Alright? And this, what you call it, this light line here is telling us to get the inside of D. So we're going over 2. Okay, we're going over 2 here, and we're going to join it. We're going to join it here. And where it hits this point here, that's where we can heavy. Okay, now I can scroll that over. So my D then is 2, 4. 2, 4. And then I can heavy this one here. I can heavy down, zoom out there. Heavy down 2, 4, 5. So go down here and we can do the bottom of our D. Okay, it's going over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's basically in line with the bottom of the W. So there I've drawn in that slope line. There we go. And then I have the letters drawn in. Now I'm going to, that's not 3D yet. So now I'm going to show you how to make it 3D. The thickness is planned. So look, the purpose of this back line here is to speed it up. Look, if you draw back at 30 degrees now here, the 10 line, that's 10. 30 degrees here. 30 degrees here. 30 degrees here. Now, you can connect them together. Okay, now. 30 degrees there. Right. Vertical lines remain vertical. There's the number 4. Okay, a little trickier one here. Okay, 30 degrees, and we can heavy back for 10. And it vertical lines remain vertical. So if the front of it is vertical, the back of it is vertical as well. It's just a straight line up. Now, I'm going to do this one here in the number 4, and this is a little harder. Look, if you go back at 30 degrees here, it's going to stop at the number 4, and I can go lightly back until I hit 10, and I'm going to do the same down here now. or well, not totally the same. I'm going to go back at 30 degrees for 10 mil. And then you can connect them up and stop there. You don't run through the letter, or the number rather. So there's the number 4. Now this one, we're going back for 30 degrees until we hit the edge of the number 4 there, because you can't see any remaining detail. Now 30 degrees back at 10, 30 degrees back at 10, back at 10, $30 here, back at 10 for 10 millimeters, and we can connect them together. Now we can do the same here. Look, 30 degrees, back for 10. Then we're going straight up here on the D. We stop hitting the letter, or the top of the letter D. Now in the W, back 30 degrees. Connect them up there. Back 30 degrees. Back 30 degrees. Now this is hard now here on the this is hard now here on the back edge of this part of the W. Look, from this point, go back lightly, and mark 10. Connect the dots. Heavy in the portion you can see. No need to run through the letters or the numbers. There we go. There we go. Back 10 there, lightly for 30 degrees. So went back at 30 degrees lightly, mark 10. I'm going to connect these dots together. And now, lastly, okay, 30 degrees there. And 30 degrees going the other way, and then the W there. So back there until we hit that line. So that's the first part of the question done there, the oblique. Now so I've drawn a grid there to set up oblique. The grid is 240 by 105, and it says it's 15 millimeter squares. So I'm going to mark up every 15. So I'm marking every 15 going upwards. Now we're going to mark every 15 along the bottom. I marked one wrong here. 3, 4.5, 60, 5, 90, 105. 220. So I've marked every 15 along the bottom. Now I'm going to draw light lines going up. Now I can do my light lines going across for my grid. So my light lines across, I'll just draw in the 4 there. Let's pause one moment. So now there's the 4 done. Right, we do the W. In fact, just give us 1 second there. Right. So, first line on the W. Okay, straight line up here. Starting at this altitude. Straight line up. Okay. Slope line here. Over 2. Joins to 1 in from the bottom of the W. So there I go. Okay, then next slope line, okay, is going up, starting from the bottom left of the W, going 3 squares over from the top. Mark them in, and I can heavy the portion from where they intersect. Okay, now we're going over 2 along the bottom that we can heavy in, and 2 along the top that we can heavy in. Now this portion of the W over 2. Right. This line here, Okay, starting from this point, it's joining to there. So I can lightly draw that there, and from here on I can heavy, and I can go down heavy there. Now I can go across two along the bottom, heavy. Okay, for this edge of the W here, I'm joining that point to there lightly. So join them lightly. This one here now, I'm going over one and joining it in the bottom corner. Now, okay, so that's them heavy. Now the D is going heavy to all but one square. Heavy that there. The inside here, we're going of the D, we're going over two, and we're going to join them together. So I'm going to connect them to heavy till it hits there. That's light. So over to there. 45-degree line, down, heavy, heavy all the way to there, heavy here, heavy here. Now, from each of the corners we can go at 45 degrees. And when I say each of the corners, okay, to make it simpler now in third year, slightly different from first year, go from the corners that aren't going to pass through the letters. So aren't going to pass through the letters. Alright, so that's going to speed things up a little bit. So this doesn't technically pass through the letter. So we have to clarify that that's going to be done there. Now the W, these are light lines. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the bottom right corner here. So the thickness is 10. So look, I'm going to measure 10 along that bottom line there, and I'm going to, from the corner of the grid, 3 corners of the grid, I'm going to go up there lightly, over. So the letters are going to fit into this box. So look, if you go back at 45 degrees until you hit there, that's 10 long. Now, straight up, you hit there where it's going to turn. The lines at the back are parallel to the lines at the front. Oh, there's them. Heavy line here now. I'm going to skip for a moment and just go straight to this. Skip. Straight to that, skip. Straight to that there. I'm going to connect them in. Heavy. 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 Now, I'm going to do the D. I'll do the rest of the W shortly. So we can mark back 10 on this. Heavy line there. Heavy line. Alright, now we'll do parts of the W here. So we have to get the thickness for the letters there. So what I can do is I can very lightly go back at 45 degrees from those corners. Okay, and this one here. And I'm going to measure 10 along them. And I can just connect them lightly and heavy in the portion that I need to. So I can go back 10 here, lightly connect these dots together and heavy in the portion outside the letters. Now, so for this one here in the W, back 10 on this, heavy them in, that's relevant. Same with the D here. Okay, back 45 degrees lightly. Okay, we're going to mark 10 on it. Back 10 there. Heavy there. Heavy there. Now, we're not finished yet. We have a bit of a 4 to do. So you can just drop down there. That'll be 10 there as a result. Skip. Heavy down there. Connect them together. Make this together. Now we have to mark back 10. And there. That's that question. That's part B of the question done. Remember, you to only do A or B, isometric or oblique. This is it in oblique. Okay, notice how the 45 degree lines are only going one way. 45 degrees, just one way. Thanks.